Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here. Back to purge the faceless like I'm burning down the House of Black and White in XCOM, The Long War 2. Though, I really gotta admit, I'm starting to wonder just how great an idea this is. I mean, I did put Dennis Leary in charge of this haven like a mere 2 days ago, and already the dude is running around accusing people of being faceless and demanding that I start setting shit on fire. And maybe that just means Dennis is really good at his job, or maybe it means his crippling PTSD and out-of-control drinking have gotten the better of him again, and the ghost of his dead cousin ceaselessly whispering, "Burn 'em, Denny! Burn 'em all!" in his ear like Ralph Wiggum's leprechaun has finally driven him mad. It could go either way, really could. Plus, if Rescue Me has taught me anything, Dennis is probably also sleeping with the wife of whomever he's currently accusing of being faceless, which means I have to consider that maybe it's a bizarre coincidence, and from a plotting standpoint, I mean like stupidly bizarre, or it could be just a suspiciously expedient way for Dennis to eliminate a potential rival. Either way, though, we're gonna have to get to it because this mission expires in 25 hours, unlike Rescue Me. It's not gonna drag around for 7 entire seasons like the shambling zombie of a beloved child that a grief-stricken parent just can't bring themselves to shoot in the head. You know what? It's better for everybody if you just go ahead and bust a cap in that ass and try and move on with your life. It really is. You don't want to drag it out. Don't make the suffering any longer than they have to. When Sophia shambles out of that barn, you put one in her dome. And you move on. You just move on. Neutralize all enemy targets. Operation Bleeding Rain, not to be confused with Purple Rain, of course. Bleeding Rain, yeah, an entirely different film. Probably an anime of some variety where the characters are nonchalant about the fact that it constantly rains blood. And also relatively nonchalant about the fact that they're a giant skinless nude men that constantly attack their city. Just, Pete, you firing shots at Attack on Titan? Yeah, it's real weird. I don't get it. Why are there a bunch of like naked faceless dudes, and why are they attacked? Why are they so angry? That's my main concern. What's up? I don't want, you know, I don't know, and frankly, I don't want to know. Also, I'm an idiot because this actually isn't Dennis Leary at all. It's Gilbert Quack Quack Gottfried. I was giving credit where credit was undue. You know what, Gilbert Gottfried? I have maligned your character. Here I was thinking Dennis Leary came storming into the fire station, shaking things up, ready to get results, but instead, it was the quiet, competent, well-insured leadership of Gilbert Gottfried that was actually getting the job done this entire time. I never should have doubted you, Gilbert. I'm sorry for what I've done. So we got Sizwe Bangu here, who's toting what appears to be an assault rifle. Okay, let's take a look at what everybody's armed with here. Got an assault rifle, sniper rifle, but of course that's old Quack Quack there. Hey, Quack Quack, what do you say you maybe take up the high ground here since you have death from above? Let's get you up there. Mabasso? Chike Mabasso? You know who we're out here to kill. I guarantee one of these faceless is that piece of shit rat motherfucker that dropped dime on Joe Brand before she even had a chance to bust him out of the hoosegow. Oh, I'm looking for you. What was his name? Dayo Masamba or something? I can't help but notice that he's suspiciously absent amongst the forces who are attempting to thwart the faceless. I'm on to your shit. Alright, Quack Quack, why don't you stay safely concealed for the moment. Alright, Bangu also has an assault rifle. We got a lot of assault rifles here, which lowers our overall speed and maneuverability, but does give us a little bit of extra punch. Honestly, I'd kind of happily give up that extra punch for maybe like one dude with a shotgun.
Copy that.
Basso, let's get you over here. We are a little, we're kind of spread out. Should probably consider consolidating our forces a little bit. Chike Ondede. I like the fact that there's the word dead in his name. Chike Ondede makes foes dead. The dead maker. He's like the anti-Mentos. See, Mentos is the fresh maker, and if you're making somebody dead, typically their freshness rating, you know, reduces precipitously. The deader they get, the precipitously less fresh they become. Like, pretty quickly. They're gonna be stinking up the joint in just a matter of days. You're gonna have to move on that one quick. Alright, Gilbert, let's move you up here to this corner. If one roof... Okay, so we got enemies over here. That's actually kind of bad, because it means that Gilbert is not likely to be able to get up there without causing a calamity. Maybe we could have Gilbert shoot from here. Is this cover? It is. We should see specifically what we're looking at before we go that way. Okay. Bangu, I want you to come over here and be my scout, bro. Come peep around this corner. This move should be pretty safe. You know, except for the fact that we're standing by a tank now that's, like, filled with pressurized flammable gas. It's pretty safe with the exception of the giant, possibly explosive propane cylinder. Let's just hope that Hank Hill and his team have got it thoroughly locked down. You know, those guys are far enough away. I think Gilbert Gottfried is going to be able to pretty safely make it to the rooftop. Their detection tiles should not extend up to here. Don't believe so. Gilbert, let's get you... I mean, I wouldn't mind having a whole team up there just to take advantage of the height for the extra ambush potential. We will need somebody on the ground to pop them with a grenade, though. God damn, Mabasso, you're real slow, buddy. You need to work. We gotta hit the gym, man. You gotta start working a treadmill. You're kind of doughy. It's not healthy. That's why. It's not that I'm really that concerned about your foot speed and your ability to prosecute your missions. Well, I lie. I'm actually just telling you it's because it's not healthy lifestyle. Because, you know, it personally suits me better if you're in better shape. Things are better for me if you're in better shape. Got it. Moving. Right, Gottfried, we want you up in the sniper's nest. Gilbert does have death from above, which means he could shoot a man and then also hollow target a man in the same turn, in theory. Okay, this pod's still walking away, which is fine. Gilbert should be able to slip down over here, and we can get an ambush team in pretty solid... No, I actually was curious what your hit percentage would be like. Somebody's going to have to chase these dudes down with a grenade. Okay, Bangu, we're just going to move you up here. Malo, same thing. We're taking the rooftop. Mabasso, I mean, you're sort of taking the rooftop at a very, very sedate pace. Ondede makes Advent dead. Chike Ondede. This fall on NBC. Definitely an NBC show, by the way. All right, Mabasso, we're going to have you run up here behind this stack of 50-gallon drums. I think we're going to have Mabasso try and crack these guys with the grenade. That's going to be our ultimate plan. We would love for them to patrol back to us. They have done so. Advent, you know, I love it when you cooperate with me so nicely. I love it when you're reasonable. 91% for old Gilbert Gottfried. That's pretty good. 69 for Bangu, which means he's a terrible shot. 71 for Kumalo. Mabasso, we do want you to crack these guys with a grenade. I don't suppose you could hurl one. You need to get, like, literally one tile closer. You can do that if we creep you over to here. I'm on the move. I'm comfortable with this. Got some hostiles grouped over here. I'm suddenly vastly less comfortable with it. Also, that guy is definitely a faceless. So, Mabasso, we're going to have to forego your movement and bring you back around over here. If these guys do patrol this way again this turn, Mabasso can still, you know, he can still make this work for us. In the meantime, it's Overwatch for everybody else. Thank you for moving one tile closer, guys. I appreciate it. This was very nice of you. Also for clustering up tighter so that you're easier to catch with the grenade. That was also very nice of you. Yeah, what do our hit percentages look like here? 71. I mean, these guys are going to be in the open, so they're going to be flanked. And in reality, what we should probably do is just, you know, slide our whole overall position to the left a little bit. We can get better range bonuses this way. Give me a range bonus, they'd say. And I'd be like, okay, I'll give you a range bonus. Overwatch for you. Kumalo coming over this way. A little Overwatch for you. Mabasso's going to hurl a grenade. Overwatch for you. Gilbert Gottfried is already on Overwatch. And Chike Mbasso is going to deliver some delicious explodey death. Here comes a frag. Never saw him lurking behind those barrels. We got one kill to start. Did destroy some loot in the process. All things considered, I don't care. And these guys are in a shooting gallery. Gilbert Gottfried with the grays. A kill for the rookie. And the rookie's scoring all the kills because killing Advent's what good rookies do. They're like waffles. Good waffles stick together. Killing Advent's what good rookies do. Also, I really feel like we saw an enemy pod patrolling towards us, and call me crazy. Pete, yo, crazy. Thank you. I appreciate you cooperating as well. I don't want to rush into that, so I'm gonna move. Never mind. My hope was to try and get them to wander into an ambush, but clearly I have squandered that opportunity. Alright, well. I didn't think moving one tile around would harm me quite so drastically, but as always, I am eternally wrong. So, Gottfried, you got the death from above ability. Can you kill someone? That Advent Trooper almost certainly, that Faceless almost certainly not. So, since you have death from above, we're gonna have you take this shot. Fantastic work. Alright, M'Baso, what do you got? Well, you got a pretty good shot at the Faceless, and honestly, I don't think you're going to do much better at any of these other guys, and we may have other solutions to those particular problems. You can't see anyone. Balo can't really see anyone, but could get close enough and get a flank shot here. Alright. Can probably finish off this Advent Trooper for us. We are a little closer to the Faceless than I'm comfortable with, but the Faceless, while we're a little closer than I'm comfortable with, is still relatively far away. We also drove fucking bullets into that guy's eyes. So the question then becomes, what do we want to do about this Advent Officer? This Faceless will definitely be able to get to M'Baso here, which means he can probably also get to this trooper. So I think our best bet here is to adopt a defensive posture. We're gonna reload and we're gonna overwatch. So reload and reload. Gilbert Gottfried, I'm still very disappointed in you, by the way. Gonna reload and we're gonna overwatch. Reload and overwatch, reload and overwatch, reload and overwatch. Okay, we missed a 49% shot there for M'Baso. Rest of the team needs to come through clutch here. 4 damage, good start. Another, well, that's a miss. We're gonna come up, well, we're gonna come up short. M'Baso's taking a hit. Or not. Well, he's taking a hit here, though, right? Yeah, he's probably boned. Survived one to take the hit. You know what? I blame these rookies. Because it's their fault. That's why I blame them. Actually, you know who I really blame? I really blame Gilbert Gottfried. Because I think mostly it's Gilbert Gottfried's fault. Somebody else is going to have to soften up this Faceless. And then we got to find a way to get a kill on that officer. So, 76%, that's just enough softness. It's snuggably soft. You know, except for goddamn grazes, which is all we can ever fucking get. Graze after graze after graze. Alright, Gottfried, take your 91% chance here. Thank you for finally getting a kill, you douche nozzle. Okay, Gilbert has death from above. I have a plan for Mr. Gottfried. Alright. M'Balo. You are going to come up here and flashbang this officer. Assuming we could figure out a quality spot from which to... Actually, you could get a flank shot on that officer. Screw the flashbang. Go for the flanker. This is a much better... Yeah, it's way better. 71%. Give me the shot.
I got nothing. Use some ammo over here.
Okay, now we really need to get the flashbang going. Also, Gilbert Quack Crack Gottfried can only reload. I was hopeful we could have him throw a hollow target on that unit, but he's not going to be able to. So, somebody got to come up here and get a flashbang on this dude. And Kumalo, you're like the only game in town left, so if you could, maybe grab a flasher, whip it out here. This guy is flanked and flashed. His first instinct is going to be to move. You destroyed a fence by throwing a grenade through it. Holy shit, somebody get this lady a contract in the Major League Baseball. She could destroy a chain link fence with a hurled grenade. Think of what she could do on the mound. Maybe the Cardinals could win a game. Alright, your panic is now removed. Delightful. I don't suppose you have a shot, Gilbert? No, you don't. Well, that's fine. This guy's bunkered down. We got a couple different ways we can remove this by just doing the old hiding behind a tree, suck on a grenade trick. There you go. Guess what? Overwatch removed. And anybody going to be able to get a subsequent shot on that guy? Like a little bit of a follow-up? No, Chike, I was thinking might be able to... He might be able to wing a grenade, but I don't think he's going to be able to hurl one that far. So I think what we're going to do, better plan here, is to just double up on the flash. Keep everybody in full cover. I mean, well, you do have a shot. It's just a terrible one. Unless, can you get it? Can you get it? Nope, he's one tile short. Well, Earl of Flash then. Yeah, close them. Keep them closed tight, boys. Pete, aren't you a little salty about the guy who died? You know, that is just going to cost you a Haven advisor in the long run. I mean, Haven advisors are a dime a dozen, really. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. When they get killed, I don't really see any particularly compelling reason to be too terribly heartbroken about the situation. Bangu's going to run up here. We're going to drop him into a little bit of hunker down. And this Advent officer is going to be trapped by Gilbert Gottfried's Overwatch. So he's flash-banged and trapped. Home Slice ain't going nowhere. We are going to miss out on this loot, which is unfortunate, but that's what you get when you pay for rookies. 18% chance to hit there. Very clearly farming for a dodge. Gilbert with the 48%, which is not good. You know what, Gilbert Gottfried? I would rather you just holo target that man and let a competent soldier go kill him. Like, let's say Kamalo here, who can just run up and shoot him in the spine. Kamalo, how's your spine shooting? Pretty good when he's holo targeted. Ooh, she didn't shoot him in the spine. She shot him in the freaking brain. Alright, Operation Bleeding Brain is acceptably performed in that we did lose one of our operatives. I didn't even look at the percentage on the shot. We are running with perfect information, so we could have known whether he just got ridiculously unlucky or, you know, I would say at best that shot was probably a coin flip. I also blame the lack of Overwatch from his compatriots in Ondede's death. Most under fire, Chike Ondede. Fuck, we should have known the guy was gonna die. His last name was Ondede. He's the Chike Ondede. He doesn't make enemies dead. Chike Ondede gets dead. What are you gonna do? I'm on Ondede. What does that mean? Oh, you know, I'm gonna get shot in the face. Going on Ondede. Getting all Ondede on him. I'm tired of this miserable world, and I wanna not be a part of it anymore. Advent is sap my will to live. I was thinking about maybe engaging in a steady campaign of self-destruction where I hallucinate the ghost of my dead cousin at night in my dreams, drink a lot, and, you know, engage in extramarital affairs. But then I reconsidered and thought, why should I spend the next 7 years fucking torturing myself when I could get to go jump off a bridge? Dennis Leary, I'm also looking at you. We gonna get promotions out of this? Maybe for Gilbert Gottfried? Nope. Also, it wasn't Ondede who died. It was Mabasso. You took the... You son of a bitch, Ondede. You piece of shit. You stole the credit from Most Under Fire from a man who died. That's some next level horse shittery right there. We did somehow manage to pick up a laser sight. I'm assuming it probably dropped off that officer. Also, 2 officer corpses, 2 trooper corpses, and a faceless corpse, which all is going to get rendered down. Well, Lily, you let me know when a fucking engineer comes by and I'll make sure and hire him. How's that sound? Because I was just complaining about our lack of engineers at the start of the episode, but I don't know what you want me to do about it, Lily. I've gotten literally every single opportunity we've had, all one of them. Not really sure what more I can do. So we might as well do a little scanning. Got some time left. Haven strength here in West Africa is up to 2. South Africa is back up to 5, despite the fact that we did do an ambush mission there. Little dissatisfying. Tactical upgrades. Will to survive. Alien field units that gain bonus armor when in cover. That's... Okay, of all the upgrades Advent could have picked up, that one is probably not the end of the world. The groundlings are fully infiltrated, and I was hoping Second City might get a little bit closer to 200%. Doesn't look like they're going to, though. The Annoyance is still working on this neutralized target infiltration. That's just a 2-man operation where they're going to go shoot a man in the brain. So our next mission is actually going to be the groundlings doing this jailbreak. I want to take a quick peek at the Second City mission, though, because we are going to boost this. Let's go ahead and boost it now. Pete, why boost it now? I actually want to get my intel totals in the appropriate location, so I know how much freaking intel I have. We get enemy material and intel package. Current enemy activity, despite our 169% infiltration, is still swarming. Pete, if it's going to be swarming, why do you keep infiltrating? Well, we do, in theory, reduce the overall number of enemies that are going to be on the mission by doing this. The other thing is, and more importantly, As we continue our infiltration here, we are going to lower our evac timer. We could get that down to potentially 4 turns, which really is more of what I'm looking for. We're down to 123 intel, which gives us plenty of time to go make contact in Eastern Africa. I think this takes 6. It takes 160 because we don't have a relay. Probably what our next goal is going to be then is to just try and get that 160 intel so we can branch out and make contact. I probably won't branch out, though, until, in addition to the 160, we got a little extra padding on top. Little extra padding never hurts, especially when you're going to get kicked in the dick as frequently as we've been getting kicked in the dick by long war. Little extra padding, you know, that might be the difference between having children and not. That's all I'm saying. I'm also saying this episode is over. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. You might like, support, whatnot. Means a great deal. I've fallen apart here at the end of this. If you want to see more stammering and stuttering through an outro, might consider subscribing as well, because I'm not an eloquent man. Right now, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.